Hey guys, Psychic Pictures here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee! In the last episode, we defeated Giovanni at the Team Rocket hideout. And in this episode, we're going to be talking probably to this guy. You rescued Cubone from Team Rocket? Wow, that's pretty amazing. Take these as a thank you. 20 Great Balls. Easily missed. Easily missed. I bet someone brave like you could go up the Pokemon Tower, no problem. That is very easy to miss, and that is very useful. Whoops. I shook my controller too much. That's what happens when you shake the controller. Alright, let's go. Hi, Skip. Ah, Psychic, nice timing. You caught most of that, right? What'd you say? You want to come with me? Yes. But thanks, pal. It'll be a relief to have you. I'll just let you lead the way, okay? Okay. Seeing as how you're chicken. Pokemon Tower. Now that we have the Silph Scope from Giovanni, we can actually progress further in the Pokemon Tower. We could not do this earlier. Because, well, we could explore the Pokemon Tower, but we wouldn't be able to see what the ghosts are. Do you think there really are ghosts here? Well, there's ghost-type Pokemon, so I assume yes. Huh? Psychic, what's that? The Silph Scope revealed the ghost's true form. Ooh, Gastly's and Haunter. Whoa! It's crazy. So those ghosts were actually Pokemon. And it took away the Haunter. Oh well. But we have a lot of battles going up here. And we've got a lot of... Actually, just one new Pokemon. We've got a lot... Channeler Hope. But we have a lot of Channelers here. And each one of them is, quote, possessed by a certain ghost-type Pokemon, Gastly or Haunter. So we need to set them free by defeating the Pokemon. Well, you don't need to. They're just trainer battles for extra experience. But... I'm saved! See? The Channelers essentially are being possessed. But, other than that, it's nothing special for their Pokemon. Oh wow, a star piece in there. Hidden item. I don't really find that many hidden items in this game, other than the ones I know about. But that's from previous games that I know where some hidden items are, or if it's incredibly suspicious. All right. So, you get the gimmick of this area already. There's a bunch of trainers in here, and they're all using Gastly or Haunter. So, why don't we go over them? Gastly! You'll be able to find Gastly everywhere in this area. Because it's a graveyard. Why would you not expect to not see any ghost type? Why would you expect to not see a ghost type? So, yeah, there's tons of ghost types here, which are really just the Gastly family. And you also see Cubone and, I think that's it, actually. Gastly, Haunter, and Cubone. But, back to Gastly. Gastly is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. It is such a good Pokemon. If you want a Pokemon that is a ghost type, that's really good at using ghost type moves, and really good special attack stat, and speed, Gastly is your guy. Or girl, if you get a girl Gastly. Whatever. Gastly is a very good Pokemon to have if you want a ghost type. or something to use Ghost-type moves. It's a very, very good Pokemon. It evolves at level 25 into Haunter. Haunter, of course, is a very good Pokemon, as I've said with Gastly, and its special attack is sky high for a level 2 stage Pokemon. For a stage 1 Pokemon, I mean. But, other than that, it's a little sad that it's a poison type as well as a ghost type, which means it has a weakness to the psychic type, which it's super effective against. Which Ghost is super effective against, Psychic. But Psychic is super effective against Poison. So it's essentially not as good as it could be, but... And this is probably a little worse. The only way to get Haunter to evolve is to trade it into Gengar. But if you can trade it, Gengar is by far one of the best special attackers in the entire game. I think it actually has a... You can see it on screen right now, but I think it's actually got a special attack stat of 125, which is equivalent to Alakazam. So, if you go and find a Gastly, train it up to get yourself a Haunter at least. Even as a Haunter, it's still good. But Gengar, oh my gosh, it is so freaking good. And we've only cleared one floor of this entire dungeon. So, whoops. This is gonna be a multi-floor dungeon, too. It's got 6 floors, and then a 7th floor, where we need to do a bunch more stuff on it. So, be prepared for a lot of Pokemon battles. Pokemon trainer battles. Come on, catch, Gastly. Catch it. Thank you. That was my last chance to catch Gastly, because I don't know if I've even said this in the entire LP, but, for Pokemon that you catch in the wild, if you see them react, aka say their cry, and the circle reticle is still around them, then that means they're about to run away. Escape rope. Nice. Escape rope is going to be good for exiting this dungeon. And, oh, okay. Tm04 Teleport. Why that's in TM is beyond me. Because all Teleport does is teleport you to... If you're outside of town and outside a dungeon, it will teleport you to the nearest Pokemon Center which it really means the last Pokemon Center you visited. So, if you visited Pewter City's Pokemon Center and then went to Cerulean City, went outside of Cerulean City and used Teleport, you would be able to get back to Pewter City. So, it's not whichever town you visited last, it's whichever Pokemon Center you visited last. Oh, we're about to see a Haunter here. Oh, speaking of Haunter, something I forgot to mention in the bio, the higher up you go in the floors, in the Pokemon Tower, the higher a chance you get to find a Haunter in the wild. So, floor 3 is where they start the encounters. Floor 3, don't even bother trying to find a Haunter there, because it's very, very hard to find. But if you go to floor 6, which is the last floor that you can get a wild encounter on, you're very likely to find not only Gastly, but Haunter as well. I can't remember which other Pokemon are in here. I think it's just Gastly, Haunter, and Cubone. But Gastly is by far the most common Pokemon here. So we're just chomping all these Gastlys and Haunters. I want to fight every single trainer, because I go and lose out on experience if I don't. It's funny how I say it's really fast and it keeps getting slowed by, it keeps being slower than Arcanine. Unless you use a Sucker Punch, which, that's a priority move, so whatever. Alright. But yeah, I want to talk about this area a little bit. This Pokemon Tower is a graveyard. Oh, full heal there. It's a graveyard to lay your Pokemon to rest. So, this Pokemon Tower is full of ghosts because it's a graveyard. And being a graveyard, there's a bunch of ghosts, as I just repeated myself. I just realized I did. But this is essentially where a big plot point in Pokemon happens in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. It doesn't happen in this game, but it happens in Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. So, you see that there's a bunch of ghosts hanging around. In Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, I'm just gonna say those, because, it's too much to say Fire Red, Leaf Green, Red, Blue, Yellow, Green, and them. But, oh, come on. But, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, you have your rival, Blue, and he is going and... Before this, he has a Rattata that evolves into Eradicate on the SS Ant. So, you go from the SS Ant, and this is the next point that you see him. Come on. Ah, dang it. Gastly ran away. This is the next point where you see Blue in Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Fire, Red, Leaf, Green, yada yada yada. This is the next point you see him, and he does not have his Eradicate. Instead, he has several other Pokemon in its place. So, the big thing about it is that, and this is what many fans have speculated, and it is so incredible, it fits so incredibly well, that I hesitate to say that it was not intentional. I think it was completely intentional for this. It's assumed that Blue is laying his Eradicate to rest because it died on the SS Ant, and Blue wasn't able to find treatment for the Eradicate in time. So, in here, he would not have his Eradicate, but he would have a bunch of Pokemon and things like that. So, what I just did here, I stepped on this, and now my team is fully healed from stepping in this area. So you can see that Arcanine's HP is full, and it has all its Crunch back. It's got all its PP for Crunch back. So, come child, I have purified this space here. You can rest yourself a moment. So there is one good channeler here, where they actually purified the area so that we could go and rest. But that's the big thing about Blue's story arc in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, that his Eradicate at the time was laid to rest here at the Pokemon Tower because he doesn't have it for the rest of the game. And Blue does actually try to somewhat mention that his Pokemon had passed. He goes and says, "Did your Pokemon..." So he's like, "Why are you here?" did one of your Pokemon pass away? So he seems, and he goes and says, well, I can't kill them, but I can at least make them faint. So it's assumed that he's mad at you for killing his Raticate. So it's incredibly weird that Pokemon would do that these days. But Pokemon has always had a history of little things in the game that don't make sense. Like, there's a little girl in the Eterna Forest chateau, the old chateau, that you cannot interact with because she's always in a different room, and when you go to that room, she's no longer there, and different things like that. That seemed incredibly creepy, and that was the first. And Blue putting his Raticate to rest is it was the first time, the first game of the series, and the first time they actually did something like that, and then continued it because people kept talking about it. So that's pretty interesting that that Blue's Pokemon essentially passed away. He laid it to rest here, and this is where you find him next. In Red, Blue, and Yellow. But it's so... For me, it's essentially strange that a kid's game made for kids, rated E, would go and do something with death like this, to this extent. But I really like that they're doing something like, what happens if your Pokemon dies? And they go to rest in the Lavender Tower, in the Pokemon Tower. I found an Ice Stone. But it's... And another big pearl. Okay. And a big pearl there. Good. Alright. Another Pokemon. Give me your all. Okay. Tammy! We're still fighting all these channelers, still fighting Gastlys and Haunters. This is like the Sprout Tower in Johto, where they go and say, oh, in this tower, it's made for one Pokemon, and that Pokemon is the one you're going to be fighting up until the top. Up to the top. It's so weird that, and this is especially strange to me. Why would they have an area dedicated to ghost types in Generation 1 when they only had one family of ghost types? Because Gastly, Haunter, and Gengar, that was it for ghost types. And then in Generation 2 didn't do it any justice either, because the only Pokemon in Generation 2 that was a ghost type was Misdreavus. So I don't know why in Generation 1 they had a dedicated area to ghost types where the ghost types aren't that numerous. So I'm not sure, but I think we have like 1 or 2 more floors in this dungeon. We have 1 or 2 more floors, I know that. Hi! Destruction! Despair! Oh, so you must be Junko Enoshima from, Danganronpa series. No, you're Angelica. It would have been hilarious if this person was named Junko. Because Junko Enoshima in Danganronpa is the ultimate despair. Spoiler? Well, it's not like the internet tends to hide that fact. They don't hide the fact that Junko is the ultimate despair. So, whatever. Anywho, we're still fighting ghost types. Let's keep fighting the ghost types. Oh no, Haunter fainted by being bitten. 32 for Arcanine. Sweet. Sweet. Arcanine's raking in a lot of experience here, I think. It would be more experience if it was just, It would be more experience if it was just the wild Pokemon, which is astonishing in this game series, because it's usually the opposite. Because if you have a bunch of Pokemon, I don't know what I'm saying. But in the rest of the series... Oh, Revive. I forgot about that item. I knew there was an item in here that was very morbid for being in here. That's what it is, the Revive. I couldn't remember at all. I couldn't remember what it was, but it's the Revive. That was very morbid for being in a graveyard. I almost said a junkyard, but no, it's a graveyard. Graveyard. Yeah, we got this floor and I think one more floor to go through. But I hopefully will be finishing the Pokemon Tower today. Hopefully. If not, then we'll just tack it on to the end of the last episode. See how far we go. Because we're already 20 minutes into here. 21 minutes or so. But we still need to go pretty far distance. We're on floor, I think, 6? Which is the last floor for wild Pokemon. And then we have like 3 battles. Actually, no, 4 battles after that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might as well end it when we get to the top of the tower. Because that seems like more sense. I really don't have that much to talk about, do I? We're just fighting a bunch of Gastly and Haunter. So, I don't have that much to say. Channeler Jennifer. Haunter! Whoopee! What a surprise! Oh shoot, I used Flamethrower. I meant to use Crunch. Oh well. Took it out in one hit anyway. Whatever. Whatever. Key! Alright. Another Pokeball. 3 Ultra Balls. Over here. Hyper Potion. I'm thinking of so many morbid jokes right here. But no, I don't want to do that. Be gone. Be gone, intruders. God, this one's even bigger than the last one. Ah! Psychic, use the thing used last time. It's a Marowak! Cubone! The true form of the ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calmed, returning to its kind and gentle nature. It departed to the afterlife and disappeared. Cubone, you just came here because you wanted to see your mom again? Huh? Sorry for thinking your mom was scary, Cubone. Psychic, I don't want to leave the Cubone. I don't want to leave Cubone alone like this. I'm gonna go take it home. Oh, if there's somebody named Fuji upstairs, do you think you could see him home too? Sure. You sure you're okay by yourself? I'll be fine. I'm with Cubone now, after all. You've gotten pretty gutsy, haven't you, Psychic? What? You rescued Cubone from Team Rocket? When did you go and get that strong? Right. Well then. Guess I'll leave this up to you, Psychic. Come on, Cubone. That, I think, is a pretty good scene. That you actually don't get to fight the Marowak this time, in this game. But you just go and see, oh, Marowak's spirit was restless, but it departs to the afterlife. That, I think, is a very good scene in this game. In the other games, you go and fight that Marowak. But here we are, top of the tower. This has been Psychic Pictures, and I'll see you guys next time for more Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. See you then.